Hey guys, Billie Jenkins here with Silver Creek Doodles. Today we're going to show you how we groom Miss Button and her family gets to come meet her. So Miss Button is a MillieXDave puppy, the litter of 5. If you've not seen our previous videos, she is here for boarding. So she has been with us an extra week and she has done fantastic. She already knows how to sit and lay down. She's perfect sleeping at night in the crate, anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, depending on how much time I get of sleep. And then she has just been so good. So I want to take you along today with giving her a bath, blow drying her, which she was not very happy with, but we'll show you kind of what we did to kind of just calm her down, because she can fuss a little, but she's got to know that there's no way out of it. We got to get it done. And then we get her all trimmed. Yeah, see, oh my goodness, don't show that. So we get her all trimmed up, and then now we are ready for her to meet her family. So she's going to be staying here after they come. They're not taking her, but we just want to show that I told them, hey, come and meet her, and then they can see her progress too. They can see her now. They can work with her a little bit and then see how she does. But they do want us to fully get her housebroken or pretty close to it before they take her home. All right, so here's Miss Button. We're getting her wet down. Do note that she has the tether around her neck. She's not allowed to go too far. So the biggest thing when having puppies in a bath, especially when it's kind of their first time baths and stuff, you need to be pretty firm with them. Like, you see how I'm pushing her up against the wall. She needs to know she can't get away. The more freedom that she has, the more she is going to worry about getting away. So this is our base shampoo that we do. This is kind of a neutralizer. It takes away any smells. It gets them smelling like nothing. And then I will come back in and do a second wash with a smell that we like. You can not do that if you want and just do this, and that's okay. But we like them to smell good. We like them to have a good smell. So you can see I'm, wiping down on the face. I am washing, the snout, the chin, the top of the head, the feet. We go down the legs, kind of this is just the first bath though. Like I said, we do normally do 2 washes here with the first one, and then we get the second one, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. So we are gonna wet her down, and she's starting to get a little crazy, but this is because she's wanting to get away. So again, we're gonna wet everything down and then try to get a little bit of that excess water off of their face, because then they won't try to wipe it off or shake. But I'm gonna go in, do another shampoo that I like the smell to her face, just because that's what we're gonna be kissing. And then I've got a different shampoo that we're going to do for the body again, just because this is the scent that we like, and it does really good. And it says it's for puppies, so that's definitely something that we like. So we're gonna get everything: the body, the legs, up the face, under the eyes. Of course, we want to make sure we don't get any water in the ears. We do want to wash that bum area, get the bottom of the feet. You got to be careful with the private parts on the girls. You don't want to spray anything, up there, obviously, and don't soap it up too much. Definitely get it clean, but you don't want to get anything to travel up, because it can cause UTIs. So we just wash. She definitely does not like her face rinse, which, you know what, this is fine. She's gonna get better. This is our first big girl bath, but like you see, again, she's tethered. I do have kind of a firm spot on her. She's just being super funny with her face and stuff, and that is okay. It's nothing to worry about. She will get better. Of course, I don't have any worry about that, but make sure that you don't let your puppies have a big open wide area they can run, because it gives them more anxiety than just relaxing, than just sitting down. So if you have to kind of push them up against the wall just to have them feel like they're being held, that is fine. Sometimes it's better if you have someone else hold the puppy while you're doing this, because they just feel more secure, and it might be nice to do that, but of course I'm here by myself, doing this part. So just do what works for you, but definitely make sure that you don't create more anxiety than there needs to be. So for Miss Button, we're just gonna rinse her out. We're not putting conditioner on her, little girl. We're not gonna put conditioner. We do have spray we can use if we think that she needs it, but I don't think she does. You know, that shampoo that we use is really good. So we are just going to do this and get her rinsed out, and then kind of squeeze her body out and get the excess of the water out before we towel dry, and then we are gonna towel dry really good. So we've got our towel. We are, you know, wiping down, you know, kind of going back and forth. So you can be pretty, not rough with your puppy, but you don't have to be gentle, you know. Get them dry, you know, rub them up and down, and, you know, make sure, because this hair is going to take quite a bit of wiping before it's really, really good towel dried. So we're not being super gentle, and this too kind of gets them used to being rough handled. And not that we want them to be rough handled, but they're not going to be scared if they ever get rough handled by, you know, kids or a groomer or whatever. You know, it's not going to freak them out next time. We don't want you to hurt them, obviously, but we do think that it's good to, you know, just kind of roughen them up a little, just a little tough, not rough them, toughen them up a little. And, you know, it's just, I do think it's good for their personality to get that. So let's go ahead and finish towel drying her, and then we will blow dry her. And she did not like that at all. All right, so I'm laying the towel that we just used underneath of her. Now our water faucet back there leaks a little. You can see between her legs. It was leaking some, and it does that. So I don't want to get her getting dry and then that leaking and getting her wet. Okay, so I've got the tip off of the top of the dryer, and it's open. So this is actually less power than my hair dryer. So it is warm. You know, I'm pulling it when she's upset, so I'm pulling it away from her and, you know, trying to calm her down, you know, trying to give her kisses, telling her it's fine. And then, you know, I'm just trying to get her used to it. You know, sometimes you can stand them on their back legs and they do a little bit better. Sometimes it just takes a few minutes, and if you had the sound, you know, beyond the blow dryer, she's not screaming, but she's crying. So, you know, I hate this for her. You know, I want her to get used to it. I am going to have to kind of be, you know, stern with her and tell her to stop. You know, this is crazy. You know, she's fine. And you'll see that. But I try to let them kind of do their thing for a second. All right. So you can see here, I'm talking to her. I'm telling her to quit. You have to stop. You have to calm down. Everything is fine. You know, you've got to stop. I mean, that's enough. You've got to be fine. So I hated to show this part, but you can see now she didn't do it anymore. So I wasn't mean to her, but she cannot freak out. I mean, that's just the thing here is you've got to tell him, you know, if it's, you know, hey, or, you know, whatever your words are, you've got to tell them, calm down. You cannot do this because we've got to get through it. And she did fine. So from here on out, she was a good girl. She tried to get away a time or two, but she didn't cry anymore, which was really good. But now she did fantastic. So let's go ahead and finish out the blow dry, and we will show you when we trim her hair up. So now we're gonna shave Miss Button's pads. Actually, we already shaved both front pads almost fully, and I realized that our camera wasn't recording, so we kind of just showing you and getting a little bit more off of the front pads, but we did already shave them. But we do want to get all that excess hair, for one, so they don't, you know, track stuff in. For two, if it stays wet, it can cause kind of little yeast infections. Now, I do like to trim up, you know, the girl's belly, you know, right above the private area, and just kind of, you know, to where it's gonna stay dry. And then I am gonna put this guard on. It's the guard I always use. I know it's not perfect, but I like kind of that runway strip, so we're not gonna be having any poop sticking to the bud or sticking in the hair. This is just what I like. You know, I don't actually blend it in or anything. I just do that, and you know, next time we'll work on blending. All right, so now with the back feet, I like to hold, you know, kind of like this. She's not liking, you know, her back feet like that. I am able to do this side that way. The other foot she doesn't let me do. So as long as I'm just not twisting it wrong, you know, I can do it this way too. So either straight back or straight forward, but make sure you don't twist those feet. And just getting that excess hair that comes out. You don't really have to get in there. So then now I'm gonna take my curved scissors and trim up the feet. Just do it, you know, around. You might have to, you know, come back, but I just like to do it right around the foot. I don't like much of a point, so I just kind of do it to what I think. Her age, you know, there's not much to trim on top. It's just pretty much trimming the actual shape of her foot. As the hair gets longer, we will have to blend the top of the foot down into the toes, and hopefully we'll have more videos to show that. She's 9 weeks old now, so this is kind of her 9-week-old trim up. And we won't do this again for probably, you know, three to 4 more weeks or so. I don't think. We'll see what comes about with trimming, at least. Okay, so that was the front. We're gonna do the back. She's not a big fan of touching her back feet. Just make sure that whenever you're using scissors and stuff, that you know where the foot is, you know where the toes are, you know where the pads are, and all of that stuff. Because if they do move, and have a hold of their leg, you know, make sure you've got kind of a tight grip on it so they can't pull or kick, because we kind of don't want that either, because you got to make sure you keep them safe. So again, just trimming up, you know, there's just the shape of the foot, front feet, back feet. You know, anything extra, if there's anything that I want to trim up or blend in, I can, but her hair's pretty good. So we're just doing her feet, and then we're gonna work on her face. So I'm super excited to, you know, get those eyes showing. So let's go ahead and sit her down and take a peek at what we can do with her eyes. All right, so still with those same curved scissors, I go straight up the face. You know, up one side, down the other, kind of make it, I say, where it goes to a point, kind of a triangle in the front. Depending on how close you want it cut, you can either trim it really far in. With tuxedos, underneath that white hair, if I kept going further in, which I do a little bit more, there is some red under there, so it's going to make the blaze not look as thick. But it will last us longer, so it's always nice to kind of trim it up more. But I'm gonna do, you know, I like the puppy look, so I don't want it to look exactly straight across. I just want it to look like, you know, it's a nice grow in where it's not exactly, you know, trimmed. I want it to look all natural, you know, natural look. So I get both sides blended, and then I do go straight in with the tips and take out the thickness of in between the eyes. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna touch up a few more spots, maybe come back in with the big scissors to get kind of straight lines that the blenders didn't get very good, and then she's done. tell me she does not look like the perfect little puppy you've ever seen. Look at her nose. Look how rounded her feet are. Oh my goodness. I just love her so much. So let's go ahead and Dremel her nails. So she actually hasn't had her nails dremeled, I think, in a few weeks. We did do them 1 week when she was younger, but I've just trimmed them with the clippers, and I did trim them last week. So they don't exactly have to be done right now, but I do want to do them just to kind of show you. I might do a separate video later, like close up on like what the actual technique of how to Dremel is. But I just want to show you kind of how good she is. I mean, we go straight in, and then we do the side and maybe the front again, and it just rounds it. And that's just my technique. That's what I like. Up the front, on the sides, and then back up the front again. And it shortens them, it grinds them down, it gets the sides, and it makes them not sharp. So it's really nice for the nails to be as short as they can be, and you don't have little puppy nails scratching you and stuff like that. So it's also great to get her used to it, because you can see she is doing a really good job. You know, we've kind of had a tough day with, you know, getting ready, but you know, she's doing good, and she will get better. She'll be perfect. You know, in 2 weeks or so, I'll do another video, or maybe her next actual trim up, because we'll have baths in between then. But she will improve tremendously. It's just getting her used to it, letting her know that everything is okay. You know, she can maybe not be exactly happy about what's going on, but you know, it's the world's not gonna end. So now we're gonna get outside, we're gonna let her potty, she's gonna tinkle, she is such a good girl. And now we're gonna let her run around a minute, and then she's gonna go and she's gonna do number 2. We're not gonna show much about that, but her family should be here any minute. Let's see, your mom and dad are here. Yeah, your mom and dad. Yeah. Say hi, mom and dad. Who wants her first? Little button. Little button. No. Isn't she gorgeous? Is she so sweet? There's that pretty girl.
Yeah. Hey, Button. Hey, you look even better in person.
Everybody loves her name, so she's cute as a button.
You are. You want to see your daddy?
I don't know. Sure. Yeah, when I sweet. I know that's not the way to do it. Okay.
There
we
she
go.
is.
I don't know about this guy. He said, I don't know about this guy.
Oh, sweetie.
She loved Toby, so I think she'll be just
Yeah.
fine, yeah. Yep, that's a pretty girl. Yeah.
Did you notice that somebody had said, looked like she was a lefty?
Yes. Yeah, because she kept with her left hand, yeah. Yep, I seen that. She does always do her left hand more than the other, yeah.
She's going to be handwriting.
Yeah.
Am I doing this
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Good.
And this will make her, whoever does this the most, it could be both of y'all or one, it will connect them. You see how she really loves me? That's because I'm doing this stuff with her. Yeah. Yep, and now put it in front of her on the ground and have her lay down.
Lay down. Lay down. Is that lay down?
Down.
Lay
Yeah,
down.
down.
Oh, she
Good
is.
girl.
She is.
Good job, Button.
Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Down.
Have her sit first.
Oh, sit. Sit. Lay down. There you go. She's looking for more.
Of
Yeah.
course she is.
Yeah.
Okay. Sit. Sit.
Whoever has the food.
Sit. Very good. Try it down. Here, come here. Here. Sit. Sit. Down. Down. Good girl.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah. Here. Sit. Down. Good girl. Sit. Sit.
Just try and
Is that the
sit
food?
down.
Is that the food that?
Yeah, that's her food, yeah.
That we'll buy.
Mhm.
So you can use it as treats
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Love to train him. You're already down.
I know. She's like, I know what you want to do.
I know what you want. You get to say bye-bye? You want to say bye-bye? Yeah. Bye, Daddy. Bye-bye. Say
Come here, sweetie.
bye-bye.
Yummy. Yeah.
Say see you soon. Say see you soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we love you. Give me a kiss. Mwah.
She's so warm.
So one thing that I had the family do is bring me a piece of clothing that smelled like them so I could keep it with her so she could remember their scent and have it here, and then they'll just replace that every time that they come back and visit each week. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep up with Miss Button as we do her training. She is wonderful, and thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye.